scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams, and that'll bring up second down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On the move past the 40.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. And that'll be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking that time for Jamison Williams,
but it'll be second and goal.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Breece Hall
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Sheds off the tackle.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
This is fielded at the 27. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll give to Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hall again.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly appears that they're going to try to keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. Touchdown, Eagles.
Breece Hall.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of right with... into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's a give to Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball, caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
3rd down and 1. They'll run with Hall.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's go now.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
Go, check. Go, check. Ready, ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go. Here we
They'll
go.
come up facing 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
He'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with the victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. There he goes left side. He may go. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready. Ready, break.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 9 now. His throw incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
Come on.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Shrugs him off. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Here we go, set. Ready.
That's out wide for Palmer. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Okay, ready.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Stop low, 18. Go.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Track 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bucs get a bit closer.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread.
Makes the score Eagles 38, Buccaneers 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
3rd and 5.
Hey, 73, 73. Go Silver, ready?
They'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Wide open receiver, complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Silver.
On 1st down, Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
on the ready.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go now.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Now they can't bring him down. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. This drive in the air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
63, 63, 63.
They go play action with Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looked, touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Mustang 19.
It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. A nice little juke. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here's a give up the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. Fighting his way through contact. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And
every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Rolling to his right. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
18, Pioneer.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead.
Turn with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So the completion good for 6 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff as they run left side. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
On the jump.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
19 tight.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Carter, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp. No touch.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Great. Set.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Here we go. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.